Hey YouTube, coming at you with was probably my most fun team I played with in a while, but also one that is very, very tricky to deal with, to play with, because you got some very real weaknesses that are sometimes tough to overcome. So, triple electric, morpeko, electrode, zapdos. Now, obviously, the mud boys are strong in this, so morpeko is has the biggest problem. But with these three, you can sort of combo because if you go to dark aura wheel, that'll chip. I started with Energy Ball and Electrode, and then I went to Swift, and I'll tell you what I thought about those two moves. And then as a flyer, so that's half grass, so that neutralizes it. And then as a flyer, Zapdos, I think that actually single resists the ground moves. So you have answers for the Mud Boys, you have answers for grass, you have answers for water, and you're all electric. So it was kind of fun to play with. Let's look at some battles, see how you kind of have to overcome some matchups here. So, tough matchup right off the bat. Superior is rough. Zapdos would obviously be the best matchup, but so I'm going to switch to that. Bank the energy. Okay, so I bank the energy, and out comes Emolga. So, having so much energy advantage and Zapdos being such a glass cannon, I'm beating here. They are flying electric and don't have any other moves. So, discharge is neutral, right? Because I'm half flying as well. Duh. But what that allows me to happen here is come back in morpeko. Now I can aura wheel, take this out, and I'll change form into the dark so that if the superior comes back in, I'll be dark and up a shield. That's exactly what happens. So superior comes in, I'm at the dark form. If they shield this, which they do, I may even have to commit to the 2 shield here. Yeah, this isn't surprising that I probably just go 2 shield and either go back-to-back aura wheel or go psychic fang and then aura wheel. Let's see what I decide. I may try and just go aura wheel because I'm already 2 times boosted. And even though it's resisted, it'll chip a ton. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. It is resisted, but it's 2 times boosted. So this will do a huge amount of damage. Almost takes them out. Can I get to a psychic fangs here? I'm going to try. No, I cannot. But then it will come down to the last Pokemon here. I can Thundershock down from this range. So we both instant swap, and they have a Zapdos in the back. And they only have Drill Peck. And Electrode is kind of sneaky bulky. You're never really worried about taking a charge move from it. You can take pretty much every charge move. So take that. Land a Wild Charge. That takes that out. And because I was able to farm up some energy, Wild Charge the Superior. So we're getting out of a tough lead there. They are also running double electric, and that's why they lost, because they didn't run triple. Okay, Gastrodon, terrible lead. Going to safe swap Electrode. This is when I had Energy Ball on it. Met with the Toxapex, which is, well, I was going to say it's interesting, but I am half grass, so they are doing super effective with their poisons. Electrode, because it has some bulk, it does not one-shot like you would want it to. So right there, as you can see, did not take them out with a Wild Charge, which is unfortunate. So now they're loaded with energy. So no matter what I come in with, I'm going to have to shield. Coming with the Morpeko, probably going to have to show the Sludge Wave. And hope I can farm down and come out with some energy here. So I do farm down. But again, a Mud Boy, I've got to get out of here right away. And met in the back with a Jump Bluff. So you're thinking good overall. They only have resistant moves. Drill Peck can't take out one shot. And unfortunately, even with resistant moves, as you're going to see here, Shadow Zapdos is just so glassy that I'm now in the yellow. I maybe should have farmed some more knowing that Mud Slap is resisted. Because basically what I let them do is now just come in here and get to the move. And I have to shield because I'm so glassy that Body Slam would take me out. But I'm now only going to get to one move, and terrible timing on that one too. So I think I had to like farm up on, it would have been even close. So I come in here and try and snipe, but the damage is done. I'm too low and not enough energy on these Pokemon. I think I probably had to like farm up on the Jump Bluff and try to take a resistant move there and try and live, but you're really glassy. So Morpeko, Zapdos makes it very, very tricky to like, who do I save shields for? Because they both kind of need shields. Quillfish lead, nice lead. Coming Quagsire. Again, kind of hesitated there. Energy Ball. Okay, so I played 4 games with Energy Ball and 6 with Swift. Now, Energy Ball provides you the fantastic coverage of the Mud Boys. This will one-shot. However, as you can see by the counts, and if they shield here, you often get outpaced. Despite the very, very, very fast Thundershock, still takes 7 to the Energy Ball first time and 6 the other times. So it's not exactly the fastest move to get to, and if they bait or they are head on energy, you're not going to outpace here. So these mud shots are adding up, and now the Stone Edge will take me out. And then there was one game against a superior where if you had Wild Charge Energy Ball, you had nothing to throw at it. I tried to Wild Charge it, and it just did not do much. So that is when I switched to Swift. Now, Swift is a recommended moveset. And in this meta, you would think Energy Ball is, you want this move because there's so many Mud Boys out here. To a certain extent, yes. But I just found I had way more success with Swift. Enough grass Pokemon in this meta that you need something not grass or electric to throw. And only taking 4 turns worth, so 4 2 turns, so 8 worth of energy to get to, is actually quite fast and quite strong to take out here. And speaking about taking out, I think I, despite losing the mid game there, still get to a Dropek to take them out here. So I would honestly, if you're going to use Electrode, I know someone in the comments said that they go Energy Ball because you'll catch Mud Boys off guard. I don't know if you will catch them off guard. Like, Electrode is a grass Pokemon. And there was a lot of times that when I had this move, there's a lot of times you're going to see what coming up when I didn't have this move and I faked it, they were all shielding because they expected this move. So I actually think that like Swift is better because you can bait with this move, you can hit in neutral matchups, and most probably still think you may have Energy Ball. So against Marowak, I do bait 2 shields. The fire spins from the shadow are just adding up a little too much, so I really can't do anything about that. So I got to go down here. Then I'll come in here because I am weak to fire on Electrode. And they try and catch on a Credilli, so I will just throw these drill pecks to take this out and not take a move. Note, you will see there's an Obama Snow coming up. I am double weak to ice on the back end, and that is very, very, very tough to overcome. So back-to-back drill pecks on Credilli, takes it out. If the Marowak comes back in, it's low, but it has energy, so I'm gonna let it go and try and one shield and try and just Thundershock down with Electrode, I think. Yeah. So try and Thundershock down with Electrode. Yes, these fire spins are super effective, but I thought if I come out with like a Wild Charge and a half, you're in a good scenario. Unless it's like a superior or some sort of grass and it's a superior. So yeah, that was tough. And this is when I only had Energy Ball. So I throw the Wild Charge, and as you're going to see here, it does like 33%. I need 3 of them. Not happening. So this game is over. So I think this is when I switch to Swift. Okay. I should use Typhlosion. Just cover your Mud Boy weakness. Because this is Thunder Punch, I know, but these Incinerators already take me down to half, and it's a Shadow, so I really don't want to take this. But because they are so glassy and I'm so attack heavy, I know I can bait and just get 2 right back here. So there's 1. Change forms. I'm just going to go for another bait because they're going to want to just farm me down. Now, do I let them farm me down? Probably not. I probably just come Zapdos right away. Yeah, I'm trying to click on Zapdos. So come in. Those Thunder Shocks are really adding up, but so will this Thunder Punch. So I'm going to shield this. I Psychic Fang them twice. So they're going to get out of here. Ferrothorn comes in. Drill Peck is such a nice move. It's a hard hitting move, but it's not enough to one shot, but it comes so quick. So 10 on the first, 8 on the second here. And it pretty much 2 shots everything, the double Drill Peck. I've used it in Ultra League a bunch, and it plays very, very similar. Out comes a Starmie. Worry that I'm not going to get to the Thunderbolt. 14 to get to the Thunderbolt's a little tricky on this Pokemon, just because of how glassy you are. But I do basically just one-shot it with Drill Peck almost. Come in here, and there is your Swift. 8 to get to. So instead of getting to 10 and losing CMP, I get to the 8 and just take it out. A couple times that has happened when I just like the Swift has helped me a lot. So Credilli lead. Yeah, so I'm going to go Psychic Fangs. Again, I don't even know if this is truly the best play. So Psychic Fangs is neutral, or will the electric would be resisted. But, you know, boosting your attack with that, it's not the worst option, but lowering and then it saves you a turn. So maybe this is the right play. They're going to shield though. And now it's like, okay, now I grabbed a shield, but at what cost? Like this thing still has so much health. I'm going to let this move go. It is just a rock slide. Then I instant swap thinking I can drill peck this out. And out comes the Magcar Go. So I will get off. Drill peck is resisted, so I have to get off the Thunderbolt here. Probably not enough to take out Magcar Go. Again, it's got some bulk to it. But I took this low enough that maybe I can Thundershock down. No, I'm just going to shield it. Yeah, okay. Shield it and take switch here. Yeah, okay. Shielding and take switch. The Thundershocks on this was enough to add up here. And because Drill Peck comes so quick, here's one Drill Peck. This will take out. Here comes another Drill Peck. This will take out. You know what I'm saying? It's taken out, but they actually may live. 50%, 60%. Yeah, they're going to live. So I'm going to try and instant swap and catch here. You know what? If I knew they were going to throw it right away, I maybe should have just stayed and take that move. I don't think there's a point of taking the rock side here. And it's a freaking Superior again. So Superior is tough. Superior is the toughest, except for Zapdos. If you're in a line with Zapdos, you're okay. But if you can't, yeah, Superior is tough for this team, given how bulky and how hard-hitting is. And if you check my video yesterday, which I eventually get to it at the ending, Shadow Superior coming. So that could be interesting. Maybe, maybe not, depending on, again, I don't think one Frenzy from a Shadow is going to take anything out. That would, but giving up bulk. So we'll see. So trying to throw as many Swifts as I can. Take it to the red, right? Which is, I guess, better, quicker, and better than the Energy Ball for sure. And not being able to go neutral as opposed to resist the Wild Charge. But unfortunately, this thing is so spammy and so bulky that it's just going to take out the rest of the electric Pokemon. So stuff like this, Superior is very tough. And I didn't see a ton of them, but I haven't seen a ton of them. Jumpluff will play this matchup out, knowing that I'm going to get to the Aura Wheels first. And it's a non-shadow, so it'll only do like 50% on the first one. So maybe I can beat it on the second one, or maybe I'll just go straight Aura Wheel. Let's see. Because I know I can outpace them here. I'm going to have to shield. If it's an Energy Ball, great. If it's a bait, yeah. If it's a bait, it makes it a little more tricky, but I'm just going to go straight Aura Wheel then. Because I need to grab a shield or take this out. If they come in and it's a Mud Boy, which you can see it is, instant swap, because you got two better answers in the back. And I honestly, and this is I think where I got the baits here, because people are expecting Energy Ball. A lot of people know that this is a grass Pokemon with Energy Ball, so go Swift once, and I still get another one off. So if you want to be like super crazy, you can go Energy Ball Swift. I don't know if that's the best moveset, but you could have a bait and then have something. I don't know why you get rid of a Wild Charge nuke when you have it. So I do grab both shields because they were expecting Energy Ball. So that's good. And now Zapdos with the shield advantage. Trying to burn my Switch Clock a little bit. And is by barrel and by barrel. Okay, I'll never do that again. Take it out. I think I can, I don't even know if I could live a Body Slam from this range. This thing is so glassy. Let's just get off this Drill Peck. I don't know if a Drill Peck takes out, but it's going to put it pretty low. And yeah, a couple HP. So they do get to a Body Slam with like 1 HP left. So it probably takes me out from this range. Yeah, just so glassy. But now 2-turn move takes it down before the 3-turn comes anywhere near me. Abomasnow, yes. Like Core Breaker. It's a Core Breaker essentially, because you have resisted Aura Wheel, so they know they can let the first one go because the first one's gonna be a Psychic Fang, and then just like outpace me here, that I have to like double shield and just try and out Psychic Fangs this thing, which puts me in a terrible situation in the back here. But you don't want to take any super effective moves in the back here with a resisted Thundershock. So Abomasnow is such a Core Breaker for this team. And I ran into it multiple times. Which I guess Abomasnow is a nice answer to a lot of the stuff in this meta, right? Because you got grass Pokemon it answers. You had the Mud Boys that it answers. Weak to fire. It does well against electric because it resists electric. But now I'm down shields, and being down shields with the Morpeko and a Shadow Zapdos on your team is not recommended at all. So I will be taken out there. and then don't have the energy ball, so it's the best Swift, which means this is headed to a very, very easy loss here for me. So we're gonna wild charge. Mostly trying to figure out how much wild charge does. Maybe trying wild charge catch here, and I do, but they catch on their second mud boy. So Abomasnow double mud boy means I have 0 win con from the start. So that's basically like a hard counter for this team. Oh look, an Abomasnow. Now, I do remember beating one Abomasnow, so this may be it. But I also remember one Abomasnow shielding up the first move, which is not a recommended play here. Yeah, so this is the one. So this one, they shield up the Psychic Fangs. Not recommended. So now I'm at the Dark Aura Wheel here. And they should not be out of move here. I'm getting the one turn change form leg or something like that. Because they should not have been out of move there. Because it's straight 5s? Or is it 5-4? I'm pretty sure it's straight 5s. And I baited with a 4, and then I should be able to go 1 extra. But anyways, getting Psychic Fangs off on that, and then I'll instant swap here. Oh, Weather Ball's 5-4. Oh, never mind. Okay, Weather Ball is 5-4. I thought it was 5-5. Why did I think it was 5-5? Okay, so that makes sense. But they overfarm there. Come in with Electrode, knowing that I can... It's still neutral. Ground is neutral to you. Because you're half electric. But get off the first Swift here. Will not take out, but it'll chip enough. And then I come in here and half snipe, half they kind of had to try and farm me down here. And Psychic Fangs is enough from this range because Morpeko is super attack heavy. Okay, last one, Quagsire, terrible lead. We'll go into Electrode. Electrode and Zapdos both play as good save swaps, honestly. And I'm farming up. It'd be weird Aqua Tail bait. They could, but I'm assuming it's just going to be Stone Edge, so I will shield this Stone Edge up. And out comes a Morpeko. And Morpeko coming in to a Grass Electro Pokemon way behind on energy is such an advantage for me. Because these Swifts are adding up. I'm going to outspam. And I know the first moves aren't going to do anything because it's got to be a Psychic Fangs because Electric is double resisted here. So I can very easily take that and just very easily outspam this. But I decide, like, you know what? If the Quagsire is getting out, I probably need those Swifts for the Quagsire. So I'm just going to bank that energy and come in here. And they come in and catch on a Quagsire, which this will not take out, but it'll chip enough here. Oh, yeah, I haven't done anything to them. I thought I had thrown a move already. So come in here. Don't even get the option to throw a move because the game is garbage. They do Aqua Tail, which is resisted, so that's fine. I'm going to Wild Charge because I imagine that a Wild Charge from the yellow still takes out from this range because... and they shield, so now I'm only going to get to 1 move, so I go Swift. And I don't think Swift takes out. I think it leaves them like a couple HP because it's non-stab, right? But we do CMP, so having that Swift, again, coming in huge there to be able to just chip. Because now I just chipped it in range. And hello, Poliwrath. Goodbye, Poliwrath. So a fun team. Again, definitely some issues. Superior against the front two. Abomasnow versus the whole team. So I don't know if I'd recommend it. I had a lot of fun. I have fun with these type of Pokemon. These have always been my... Again, I've always have like 2 go-to Pokemon. 2 types of go-to Pokemon. The super great save swaps, like Lickitung and Sableye, where just like coming in, I can grab shields, I can flip switch. They have such a good role. Or I've always liked the spammy, hard-hitting Pokemon, Swampert, Togedemaru. And when you have Thundershock users with Aura Wheel, Wild Charge, and then Shadow Zapdos, Thunderbolt Drill Peck combo here, it's a very fun play, despite not being like super amazing. But you know, if this is going to be on for 2 weeks, you got to have some fun, right? Anyways, that is it. Keep this train going. I know I have at least one Ultra League from a member that was played earlier this year that I shot. That is up tomorrow afternoon. I'm just checking my schedule here. Yeah, so we got the... No. Yes, tomorrow afternoon. This is Friday morning. Yes. So yesterday was the... It's tough when you got multiple videos per day. The Mud Boys, the Blizzard Wizcash, followed by the event coverage, which I said I was not going to cover the second event, but then I'm like, oh, Shadow Diggers being superior are too cool not to cover. So I covered those, and then we'll have this one here. And I don't have, again, please send me some videos if you made it this long. Members or non-members. Like, again, members will always have priority, but I will definitely cover non-members if I don't have members. And when I'm shooting this video, I do not have any other, like, submissions, members or non-members. Submissions here. Please no YouTube links. I've actually updated the submission guide to say, like, no YouTube links, like Google Docs or something is easier, iCloud or whatever you use, just no YouTube links. Yeah, so send me some videos because this is also on for 2 weeks, so I can, if I can find time to get ahead, I will. Yeah, I appreciate you watching, appreciate the support. Thanks for the watching and the likes and the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one.